I've not yet seen the judgment that has been delivered by Justice Norman this morning in Bishop. So I've seen Janji's headlines. So from what Janji has said, we do welcome the judgment. Actually, the judgment confirms what we have always been believing in. Yes, I know it's Part A. We're still going to Part B, where we are looking at merits. And so the advantage with court is that there is no shortcut. You bring all the information you have before the judge, and then the judge applies his or her mind. So there are no other areas, unlike what I've been subjected to at Fort Hare as a student. I would have wanted to go before the Senate. You know, I was once a president of the SRC at Fort Hare. I represented thousands and thousands of students who would have been victimized because I understood those laws and the statutes that governing the institution. So I had to pick up a fight on this one and fight for my actual rights. There are a lot of students who are being victimized in that university every day. This serious abuse of power, abuse of authority by the vice-chancellor in that university. So I had to go all out just to fight for my integrity. I've got my integrity. Fort Hare is my alma mater. I studied at Fort Hare like any other student. I applied at Fort Hare like any other student. Fort Hare admitted me through a normal process, through Senate. For any higher education, you are admitted through Senate. Fort Hare registered me. I went there. I sat amongst other students to do a student card. Fort Hare allocated me a supervisor and the assistant supervisor. When they suspended that supervisor, Fort Hare gave me another supervisor to continue with my work. I've got a trail of how I've been interacting with Fort Hare. Emails very clear when I started and how I've been actually doing that work. So all these lies, I knew that lies have got short legs. All these lies that have been peddled, fabrications, PhD, there is no way. Where have you ever heard about a university registering one student for a PhD and master's at the same time? It's just a mischief. It's a very mischief which is so actually painful. If you look at it, you can imagine about other normal students who are now suffering at home. I was talking to another student who said, I left my job because I did my master's program here. When I got it, I thought, let me continue with my PhD, and I resigned at work. When I started with my PhD, then Fort Hare told me that you are deregistered because you were not correctly admitted. I knew on admission that I have a junior degree. Fort Hare told me that I must submit my expanded CV for the consideration of RPL for that, and I did that. It is with them. So on deregistration, they said, no, you didn't have a POE. So they've been changing the goalpost since then until now, lying and lying and lying, using the media to perpetuate lies about me, just to tarnish my image. And I've said it, and I still continue saying that. My disappointment is only on the SIU. You know, the unethical conduct that I've observed from SIU. I've never believed SIU can degenerate to that level. You see, when Fort Hare does wrong things, do forensic without applying the maxim audi alteram partem rule, where you are expected to come and present your other side of the story as a student. You are treated like something that I've never seen. You are victimized. You can't be called by the Senate. You can't be called by the council. You appeal to Senate. You appeal to the council. You are not given. You are plotted. One company, a law firm, does forensic, represent Fort Hare in everything. So you ask yourself, where is fairness in all this? So I had to fight for justice. So I had to fight for my rights, but also to say to other students who are actually suffering, seated in their own corner, persecuted every day by that system, they had to understand that. So it is not only about me, but it's about to say, we want Fort Hare to continue producing leaders. You can't silence people at Fort Hare if you are leading at Fort Hare. Silence unions, silence students. No one can say anything. All people are cornered. So for SIU to be given a flawed, wrong report called forensic, to use it in the manner in which they've been using, go around the media, you see, do all the escapades that they've been doing, saying things about me in the media, the SIU. I felt so disappointed because I believed in SIU. And that's why I approached SIU myself. On 3rd of April, I wrote to the SIU SIU, I want to see you. I've been here since last day. You are around investigating. I want to come because my name has been dragged into this issue for a number of reasons. You see, for them to actually collapse a cordial arrangement that we've been talking, just for them to satisfy their ego, mischief, unethical. So it's a problem. That's where I'm going to leave it for today. I'm continuing, but what I know is that tomorrow we are submitting papers to court. Tomorrow. Submitting papers to challenge my deregistration, to challenge the so-called forensic report which Fort Hare has used now, which is a basis of SIU investigating me without doing anything. They just take what Fort Hare has given them, wrong as it is, without even looking at it. They go and mislead the president about it. So it can't be right. So those things must be exposed. We are fighting for justice. So we are challenging. We are going to court for the review and set aside of that report, but also to challenge the deregistration. It can't be. So yes, of course, I might not start at Fort Hare. The reason that I left this thing 3 years ago, I thought that I can go in any other universities and register. Probably others would have even been registered, made PhD. But I felt like, let me leave Fort Hare with its own thing. I never knew that Fort Hare is actually hard at work to destroy me. You see, they are so wrong, they are so dangerous to students. And you don't do that to students. Matters of this nature can be handled better with the university, etc. They leak every information that you send it to Fort Hare. Journalists were telling me, no, we get this information from Fort Hare for free. Every time you do anything with them, they leak it in the public so that they subject you to the public court. You are condemned, you are found guilty for everything, even before any court hearing. So the importance about the independence of justice system, you bring all the information you have. If you say that you did a proposal for me, I will bring what I did. I will bring the interaction. I've gone to Fort Hare to present to a panel of not less than 6 professors, not once, on numerous occasions, for my proposal. So no one was presenting on my behalf. I presented myself. For someone just to sleep and wake up and say, no, we're doing the PhD for you, which is rubbish. Thank you very much. Ayamkela namhlanje isigqibo senkundla ephakamileyo yaseBhisho kulo mba unento kwenza ne-University of Fort Hare. Siyayazi into kokuba isesisiqalo kuba besicela nje i-SIU ikhe ithi cha ngale ndlela besisiza ngayo ngespeed esiphezulu. Siyayazi basesaya ke ngokuna ku-part B. U-part B ngulo ke we-merits apho kuzawuxoxwa khona imiba. Kodwa for any judge ukuze ithathe i-decision nakwi-interdict iba neliso lokujonga uba u-part B lo ume njani, uba i-information ifakwa yonke ngeli xesha. So senze loo nto ke ngokuna. So ijaji ke yangqinelana nathi into yoba obu buxoki bebusasazwa kuthethwa ngabo apha phandle uba ndenzelwa le, ndenzelwa leya, ndabhalisa le, ndabhalisa leya, kuyekwa yonke le nto yenzekileyo ngendlela efanelekileyo, bubuxoki bubuvuvu njengoba besitshilo. Siyayamkela kakhulu ke esi sikhokelo sibonakaliswa namhlanje inkundla yamatyala. We're looking forward to part B. Ngaxeshanye ngomso sabe sifaka amanye amaphepha okuchallenge iFort Hare ngqo kulo mba wokundikhupha ekufundeni ndingenatyala ndingenzanga nto. Kuba zange ndazibhalisa eFort Hare, ndabhaliswa yiyo. Uba inengxaki zayo zangaphakathi ayinoyenza loo nto ingxaki yam ihambe icreate into ezingekhoyo kongathi kukwinto ze-fraud. Mna yonke imali endiyibhataleyo ndiyibhatale eFort, ndinobungqina pha ikhona iFort yandityala for that matter imali yam engekayibuyisi kum, ndiyibhatale eFort, andinamali ndiyibhatala komnye umntu. Soze ndiyenze loo nto. Ndandinqanda izitudents 20 years ago uba student awuyibhatali imali e-Financial Aid Bureau, uyibhatala e-cashier eFort ube ne-receipt. Sizosixelela izitori apha e-SRC office noba imali uyibhatale somewhere. So yonke ke laa nto yenziwa phaa. So siyachallenge ke ngoku phofu noba icourt ibihambe njani namhlanje besawuvuka sichallenje ngomso le ndlela ndagxothwa ngayo phaa eFort Hare. Sawugqiba sichallenje le report abayenzileyo beyenzela ekhusini, bawugqiba bayikhupha na public, beyi-public institution, bahamba bayinyebelezisa bayoyinika i-SIU. Ndidaniswa nje indlela i-SIU eyayabonakalisa ngayo ukuziphatha kulo mcimbi, kuba bendibathatha ngoba ngabantu abaphucukileyo kwaye ngabantu abayihloniphayo imeko yemithetho yelilizwe. Yabona ke imithetho yelilizwe inemthetho. Akukho mthetho ungenziwa apha ungalandelwanga umthetho. So umthetho okhoyo unomthetho. So ne-SIU noba iza kwenza ntoni izawulandela umthetho phezu kwale mithetho enayo. So imithetho yelilizwe yonke yenzelwe ukukhusela amalungelo abantu belilizwe. Umuntu oyinto nomuntu ongeyonto uba ukhona umuntu ongeyonto. So ndizama ukuthi ke wonke lo msebenzi wenziwayo ngumsebenzi esubona kodwa besiyibona uba mna ligumgedle leyelenqe elipheke lagqitywa labotshwa. Ubona kwalento uba uthi xa ukhalaza kwisinate ungabizwa kwisinate uzokhalaza njengestudent. Xa ugqitha usiya kwicouncil unganikwa chance oya kwicouncil uzokhalaza kwicouncil. Uyekwa nje phaa esithubeni kumana kusithatha izinto zakho zinikwa emedia. Zonke iparticulars zami i-ID into zilapha esithubeni zisasazwa kuyo akusekho umuntu ohlonipha amalungelo ami andisenamalungelo. So yi-victimization noku-abuzwa kwamagunya abantu abaphetheyo phaa eFort. So lo report kaNomgogwana eyenziwa ikhampani enye yamagqwetha angamagqwetha aseFort aphinde enze i-forensic kwawona aphinde ayomela iFort kwiinkundla zamatyala. Zange ndayibona into enjeya. So i-injustice engummangaliso apha eSouth Africa xa utyhola umuntu usithi ke futhi uyamphanda uye umnike ichance yozithethelela aze nelakhe icala lestori. Awusuke wenza into enjengaleya wawugqiba uthi nansi into uziqonda uba ngumkhuba abayikhuphi napha esilangalaleni bathi nansi i-forensic iyagcinwa ifihlwe iyonikwa i-SIU kuba iyazi uba irongo. Funeka i-SIU yona ifike ithini iyisanitize yenze into eyiyo kuhlukunyezwa abantu balapha abafunde phaa eFort ngalona. Baninzi abantu abahlukumezekileyo phaa abanye abanandlela abanayoyazi inkundleni bahlele emakhaya bayagcuma zinhlungu izitudents ngezitudents. Loo nto funeka iphelisiwe. iFort University ebaluleke kakhulu efuneka siyihloniphile enegalelo elikhulu kweli lizwe nakwi-Afrika ngokubanzi esingenawuyeka nje ukudlalwe ngayo ngolu hlobo kwenziwa ngayo. Ayilobala lebhola eliya University yabantu beli lizwe ekhuphe inkokheli noomongameli bamazwe ngamazwe ase-Afrika. Enkosi.
Thank you very much.